We need more information about the earthquakes. It's getting more and more troubling.
Minor tremors have always been a part of life in Arx, but there's no denying that they've become more frequent of late. I suspect that the energy...
Do you think there's danger of a...
If this were the...
Be vigilant, both of you. Thank you once more, Amshigar. The rocks have been cleared. You have once again earned our thanks and this reward. You have proven yourself a valuable asset to the kingdom, and I shall have to consider... Ah, yes. How would you like it if
Your
I
Majesty,
made you
we have discovered signs that another ritual has taken place.
That's the third one in...
Just by the air.
Probably. I'll get my new friend to look into it. Thank you, Carlo. You may go.
Very good, sire.
Well then, what do you think of this? I suggest you investigate this shady sect, for I am almost
This is all somewhat confusing, Your Majesty.
I know you will not disappoint me. You will be free to question any of my people in your investigations. Guards, give this man free rein of the castle's private quarters. In addition, dear Amshigar...
That is a most kind gesture.
Don't mention it. We shall hold a council meeting as soon as you bring back news of these...
Who the hell are they?
Sleep well, guys. We're gonna need it.
Thanks. Night.
Yeah, good night. For those who can sleep. Oh no, here we go again.
Wouldn't you have drawn this pentagram in blood?
Anyone who knows
And what about these rituals?
dark
I come in search of a book which contains pictures of...
wisdom gazes down upon you from these shelves.
I am Felnor, alchemist of the kingdom, and friend of the late Fallon Orbiplanix.
Who was Fallon Orbiplanix?
Fallon was our astronomer. He died a few days ago.
I'm investigating the rituals and the death of Fallon Orbip...
All I can tell you...
Real alchemist. Now, this weapon has been poisoned. I'm investigating Fallon's death.
You must.
Sweeberus, what can you tell me about the rituals? Do you know who killed...
Really, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I'm still just a novice in my art, and on top of that, I hate fire.
Locked.
Far too quiet. I don't like it.
Locked.
Ah, here we are. Fallon's precious notebook. I think it is time to call the council together.
Very well. Now that all the members of the council are present, let us begin. Felnor, what have you found in Fallon Orbiplanix's notes?
Let me see. Fallon mentions something about the guard, Urzog. He says he saw him practicing dark rituals involving animal sacrifices. Perhaps it was Urzog who was behind Fallon's murder. Or perhaps it was even the high priest of the cult of Akbar. Oh, listen to this. I discovered the existence of a cult which wishes to invoke Akbar onto Arx.
Always suspicious of that Urzog. Guards, throw Urzog into the cells.
Felnor, who is this Akbar I heard you speak of?
Akbar is a powerful devil, the god of destruction, that this cult is evidently trying to invoke and bring back to Arx. It would be blasphemy to allow this act to be perpetrated, and a total disaster for every living being on our planet.
Yes, here, listen to the next bit. This evening I shall contact the Nodin to ask for their help.
The Nodin?
The Nodin is the dimension which regulates the existence of gods. They maintain the universal equilibrium by preventing an imbalance in the power of gods.
If Fallon really had been able to contact the Nodin, it is possible they may have sent an emissary here to stop the coming of Akbar.
An emissary?
These emissaries are creatures of pure energy when they are on the Nodin. They are sent to cut off the energy channels which might drive the gods out of their dimension. I have heard amazing tales of emissaries who have the strength of 100 men, or who can perform the highest forms of magic. Others who are invincible. These emissaries are called guardians.
Somewhere in the fortress is a cult which recites impious prayers to a fragment of a meteorite made entirely of a material called kolsk. This rock is said to have come from the place where Akbar was born. Normally, this substance is indestructible. In truth, Felnor, only a guardian of the Nodin could destroy this meteor.
How could one of these guardians stop the incarnation of a god just by destroying a piece of rock?
It is the impious prayers of the priests and their hideous sacrifices which are focused by the meteor. It provides a channel of energy for Akbar, who, when he has gathered enough, will be able to complete his incarnation in Arx. If that happens, destruction and suffering will be unleashed upon us. We must find and destroy this meteorite at any cost.
How shall we find this guardian?
I have a fragment of Caldic in my laboratory, which may be of great assistance in finding him.
Let's be clear about one thing. We know that the cult of Akbar has a great presence in Arx, and that it is gaining power. Luckily, we were able to stop Urzog, the cult's high priest, before it was too late. But other worshippers could still invoke Akbar. We must find this famed guardian of the Noden as soon as possible.
In addition, the war with the Ilsids is very troubling, Majesty. What should we do about it?
Carlo, we need a solid plan of defense. I fear the worst. Nobody knows exactly what these Ilsids are or who commands them. Guards, bring me the fragment of Koltk, Amshigar. While our army is facing the Ilsids, we will need your help to find this legendary guardian. I cannot deny that this task will be harsh and lengthy. In fact, we have no idea what the guardian will look like, or even if it is already among us. But I have faith in your capabilities.
Here's the stone, Your Majesty.
Good. Put it on the table. Take this stone, Amshigar. It is a small thing. The Guardian is the only one who is capable of destroying this fragment of meteor. Above all, take great care. Great heavens!
Welcome, Guardian. Allow me to explain your next mission. You know the rules of the Noden, the dimension of gods and demon princes. No being of power is permitted to leave this dimension, but Akbar is preparing to invade a world called Arx. A group of his followers is presently trying to invoke him. You know that this must not be. We cannot fight Akbar from here, for we can impose nothing on the gods. So we shall send you to destroy this cult which worships him, and without the adulation of followers, his power will diminish to acceptable levels.
I shall destroy this cult, Master.
It will be no simple task. For this mission, we shall confer upon you a specific skill to allow you to destroy the cultic rock which is linked to Akbar's power. It is impervious to mortal attack. This rock is the source of the problem, as it channels the energy given by Akbar's followers. Soon, Akbar will have enough energy to enable him to complete his incarnation on Arx.
I understand, Master. Will I have a contact in Arx?
Your contact died during the transmission of this message. You will have to find your own way when you get there. This is extremely troublesome, as the shock of the passage is disastrous for a Guardian's memory. You may be disoriented for a while before your memory returns and you recall this conversation. But there is no other way. Prepare yourself. You are about to be transported. I will bring you back when you have completed your mission. But that means that Amshigar is...
The Guardian. It all makes sense to me now, and especially his constant desire to help others. I am honored to meet you, Guardian.
Touching this stone has enlightened my mind. I was sent here to stop the coming of Akbar, and I must act without delay. First, I need to gain access to the secret temple. There I shall destroy the stone by simply touching it.
May the wisdom of the Noden guide you, Amshigar.
Don't let us delay you further.
Our fate is in your hands. Never forget that.
It is nice to see you, Guardian.
Forgive me, my darling.
Herzog, I presume. Tell me why you killed Fallon Orbit Planix.
Oh, mercy! Don't kill me! Oh, Guardian.
Tell me more, Herzog.
They contacted me, but all...
Give me another good...
I can help you. The entrance to their temple is through the metal door in the yellow tulip. They gave me the password. Fat Kapel.
It's far too quiet.